Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. NBA vet Allen has hawked Daniels over Draymond in Poi race. Two-way Warriors icon Draymond Green has received much praise for his defense over the past few weeks of the 2024-2 NBA season. However, some league analysts hesitate to consider the future Memorial Basketball Hall of Famer for Defensive Player of the Year. One is Tony Allen, a retired NBA veteran who made 6 all-defensive teams over 14 seasons. Allen on Monday explained in an appearance on FanDuel's Run It Back show with Michelle Beadle-Williams and Chandler Parsons why he has Green trailing Atlanta Hawks up in Dyson Daniels for the end of the year on a Dre is my boy and he locks stuff up. Allen told the Run It Back crew he does a lot of stuff on the court, man, he gets everybody in the right place being on the backside of that defense, but I wouldn't have him as my favorite. My favorite is the guy from Atlanta. I like how Dyson is all over the court, man, he's in the passing lanes. I've been watching him when bigs get that ball in that mid-post and they turn their heads. He sprints from that corner and rips the ball from behind. I like his game, man, and he's up for the challenge. Both players are having tremendous seasons. In fact, Green and Daniels even collected 3 steals apiece when facing each other in their Warriors 124-115 loss on Saturday without superstar Steph Curry, who remains rehabbing his pelvic bruise. Nevertheless, over 57 Golden State games, Green has averaged 1.5 steals, 1.1 blocks and a defensive rating of 9 per 100 possessions, with opponents making just 42.8% of 14.3 field goals against him, or 48.5% of 2-point shots and 34.4 of triples over 66 Atlanta games. Daniels has averaged a league-high 3.1 steals, 0.7 blocks and a defensive rating of 111 per 100 possessions, with opponents making 49.6% of field attempts against him, or 56.5% of 2-pointers and 38.1% of threes. Each player has a solid case for Poi, though Allen admitted he is biased in favor of Daniels. You know me, I'm always going to be in favor of the guards, Allen said, but Draymond, you know he's going to politic himself, you know he's got to put himself in the conversation. Golden State and Atlanta each have 11 games remaining during the regular season and are primed to at least make their conference's respective NBA play-in tournaments. Whether Green or Daniels will earn Poi is unknown, but the race certainly is one to follow down the stretch. Jimmy Butler has fiery response for critical Heat fans. Jimmy Butler is not backing down from anything as he prepares to face the Miami Heat for the first time since being traded to Golden State. The Warriors forward had a fiery response Monday when asked if he had a response for Heat fans who grew tired of him in Miami. Butler essentially asked if those fans feel the same way about how stagnant the team itself has become. I wonder if they look at the Heat the same way. It ain't like I was the one who was doing everything, Butler said. Butler has feel a bit vindicated by the Heat's struggle since the trade. Miami had lost 10 in a row before beating the Charlotte Hornets on Sunday. Clearly their issues ran much deeper than just Butler and whatever disruption he was creating. Butler and Heat president Pat Riley had a major falling out this year that culminated in a trade demand and multiple suspensions. Some fans in Miami grew weary of Butler after he asked for the trade, but Butler's argument is that the organization was every bit as guilty as he was in the outcome. He has previously suggested that the Heat were to blame for the collapse of his relationship with the team. Now with the Warriors, Butler is thriving and he has been pretty dismissive of the Heat as he readies himself for Tuesday's game. This is just further evidence that whatever is going on now in Miami has him completely unbothered. Heat Sandra Wiggins breaks silence on facing Warriors post Jimmy Butler trade as the Miami Heat faced the Golden State Warriors and Jimmy Butler on Tuesday night. There no doubt much anticipation over the game for many obvious reasons. While Heat stars Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro face Butler as their former teammate, the other reunion will be Andrew Wiggins with the rest of Golden State. While the focus has been around Butler since the blockbuster trade before the deadline, Wiggins was the main piece heading to Miami after spending 6 seasons with the Warriors, resulting in many productive seasons. Now that they're in town, Wig would say after the win over the Charlotte Hornets that he will be happy to see his former team again. I love the people over the Wiggins said with a smile. I had a great time, great organization, my teammates were great, the fans were great, amazing time, I loved it over there, so I'm happy to see them again. Wiggins has played with the Heat for 13 games, thus missing a handful due to injury, but has shown major promise, especially in the win over Charlotte where he scored 42 points on 16 for 21 shooting from the field and 6 of 8 from three-point range. The point total is the second most in his career. As if there is one person from his former team happy to see him, it will be head coach Steve Kerr, who expressed his excitement per 95.7 The Game radio station. We can't wait to see him Wiggins tomorrow, and hopefully he doesn't give us 42 points, but I root for that guy and I will for the rest of his career. Everybody loves Wiggs, K said, just an incredible human being and we miss him around here. While Andrew Wiggins looks to keep his hot streak with the Heat against the Warriors, which more than likely left on good terms, the same can't be said for Butler and Miami with the situation behind them and Butler succeeding so far with his new squad. There is a bad taste left in the mouths of both parties and fans of the franchise. Still, Clutch Points confirmed Monday that the team will have a tribute video for Butler, who led the team to 2 NBA Finals appearances and made a major impact on the Heat. While Butler will watch, it made no difference either way if there wasn't one, according to a video FR. Anthony Slater. Will I watch? Butler said after Warriors practice in Miami on Monday. Yeah, I'll watch if they have one. If they don't, it makes no difference, it really doesn't. Butler would then downplay the emotions he'll have about facing his former team. This is basketball, this is very simple, Butler said of facing his former team. I don't have all the emotions that everybody thinks I'm going to have, like it is what it is. I realized that I had some great years here and I've built some incredible bonds with some individuals in the organization, in the city, in the state of Florida, but I'm going there to hoop, I'm going there to play basketball. Ain't nothing nobody says, nothing nobody does that's going to get me out of character. Nobody got me out of character when I was going through what I was going through this entire season with the suspensions. It's just another day for me. At any rate, Miami looks to win 2 straight as they're currently 30-41, which puts them 10th in the Eastern Conference before Tuesday against Golden State. And you fan, what do you think about Andrew Wiggins' situation? Write to us in the comments.